Hello my cutiests of all cutienesses, here I am with, and I was only gonna do 5, but here's number 6 in my Valentine's Day makeup looks for 2018. Now I have done a smoked out winged liner and I am in love with it. Personally, I am really mad at myself for not doing this more often. Because I love it! I love it so much! And if you want to see how I did this look that I love so much, you'll just have to keep on watching. As it's getting started right about now. My head up and down, I'm turn it around, and all that I can see is just another lemon tree. And I wonder how, I wonder why. Yesterday you told me about the blue sky, and all that I can see, and all that I can see, and all that I can see is just another lemon tree. Hello my sweeties, here I am with look number 6 in my Valentine's Day looks, and I am a blondie today, a very blonde blondie. It's a bit scary seeing myself this bright because it makes me look even more pale than I am already. But I am gonna tell you a little story I got from a dear Sofie a nice box full of goodies, all makeup stuff, and she asked me if I can do a Valentine's Day look with this stuff that I got. So everything that's in it that I can use, I will use. The things that are not in it, like my foundation, I already have on. That's my own product, because I always use that. There's also not a brow product in there. Now today we are going for a very romantic, but oh so sexy look. And I'm gonna even wear the falsies that she's sent me, which are so gorgeous. They're so big, so flary. I am madly, definitely, completely in love with those. So let's see what we can get out of this makeup. So Sofie, this looks for you, girl. I'm gonna start by doing my brows, and to do my brows I'm gonna use my brow product. Yay! My Ardell brow box with the brush that I have rediscovered, refound. What I do want is that the tail ends in the right spot, because I'm gonna use the tail as my guideline for my winged eyeliner today. Now I'm looking for my medical tape. Medical tape, where art thou? Where are you hiding? Where are you hiding? Oh, now I'm having that German song in my head. Heidi, Heidi, dein Glück sind die Bergen. Heidi, Heidi, denn da oben bist du zu Haus, Jungen. Heidi, la 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 la. Oh my god. Now I'm gonna check out this beautiful Color Magic eyeshadow kit. and I do not use these applicators. Bye. But I do use brushes, and I'm gonna use a fluffy brush, and I'm gonna dive into this light beige color as my transition color. And as I see in this palette, there is tons and tons of green. And I am wearing a green blouse, so you hear me coming, you hear me saying what I'm gonna do. I am gonna use green as base color. To pop in my crease, I'm gonna take this khaki or more ochre green color, and I'm gonna start building that up from the outer corner to the first half of my crease. I'm gonna build with this softer, muddy green tone, but I like it. So it's muddy green, but in a positive way. And this you can do with any color you like. And I'm not specifically going for a green makeup, but you always need some basic tones. And as this palette has basic greens, I'm gonna use greens. Simple as that. And I'm not used to having palettes on my mirror. I'm gonna use a more tapered brush for the next color. And I am gonna take this color here, which is a gray, greenish gray color. And with a tapered round brush, I'm gonna bring that in the crease and make a triangle on the outer V. And once that's done, I'm gonna apply my tape because I'm gonna start creating the line that we're gonna use for our smoky eye. But as you see, I'm focusing really on the outer third of my eye. I'm not bringing it further in, not like I normally do to halfway the eye. I am keeping it on the outer part of my eye corner and crease. So, while I have this, I'm now gonna take my medical tape and I'm gonna cut off a piece, let's say 4 to 5 centimeters. And to apply that, I always follow that direction. So if you would take a measurer or a ruler or whatever you call it, and you put it right against that outer piece, and I'm not gonna poke myself in the eye. So like you see, your eye is an almond shape and the outer edge of your eye goes upwards like that. So that line is gonna be my guideline, but I'm going just about 3 millimeters lower because I want to do my lower lash line too. And as you see, that is exactly where the tail of my brow ends. So that was my intention. So I'm gonna do the same on this side, you know, the same on this side. And right to the end of the tail of my brow. And that should be the perfect line on each side. So I'm using the same color that I was using. I'm gonna go onto the tape, and now I can wildly make a big V out of it. So I'm going upwards towards my crease and bring it a little bit to the half of my eye, as you see, like that. I'm feathering it, and the rest I am keeping on this outer third of my eye. But with the tape I can smudge around as much as I like. If your tape doesn't get loose, you cannot go wrong with this. You cannot mess it up if you use tape that's kind of sticky sticking very well to your skin, but doesn't harm your skin. So I use medical tape. You can use normal plastic tape, but stick it onto your hand and pull it off and on a couple of times so that the biggest part of the glue is off. So as you see, I am bringing this very high and parallel to my brow, and then I'm going back to my fluffy brush that I used in the beginning, and I'm gonna soften this edge and blend, 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 blend. Now if you see that one side is a lot darker than the other, you can just tip a little bit of the product onto your blending brush and add it to the side which you think is lighter than the other. So this is now feathered and blended in, so we now have a smoke, but that's it. I'm gonna take this light purple and then I am going to put a little bit on the upper edge so that the green and the purple are a little bit mingled on the upper line. Now I know you're gonna say, what a freaking weird combo is that, green and purple, but you will thank me in the end. You will thank me in the end, you know. And I've cleaned off my brush on a tissue, and I'm gonna grab some of this gold color, and that I will apply in the center of the eye. And I'm gonna see if it is pigmented enough or not. If it's not, I will add some concealer or wet my brush. But as a base in the center, this is covering enough, if you ask me. It's more to blend the edge of the smokiness onto the eyelid. So I think I've used enough of this palette. Now I'm gonna go to, let's say, this one. This has got a lighter color that is much brighter, I think, for the inner part of my eye. And it indeed is. So I apply this on the inner part of my eye and blend it onto the middle color. So I've built up from dark to light, but you can also start on the inner corner with a light color and build up to the darker color. You can also make your entire eyelid one color and then build up on that, but I am now building from dark to light. It doesn't really matter how you do it, but you gotta get there, okay? You gotta get there. Now for the darker green in the outer corners, I'm going to this palette here, of which I'm also gonna throw away the applicator, because as you all know, I never use those things. If I do a friend's makeup or so, I always make sure my brushes are clean and disinfected, or I use disposable brushes and spoolies and stuff. But now I'm going to this very nice, beautiful shimmer green, and I'm gonna apply that in the outer V, but more to the inner part of my eye, not really the outer edge, because that is going to be covered in a moment and you won't see it anymore then. But that one outer third of the eye, in a V shape, if you look like that, it's a V. I'm going to use this beautiful green that matches my blouse so well. So it's really a line in the crease that stops halfway, and then 1/3 of the eye and a little bit onto the lash line. And I always try to blend from the tape inwards so that you don't push the product underneath the tape, because if you do, you won't have that crisp line from the tape, so the tape will be useless. But that's what concealer is for a bit later. Now I'm going to take a very fluffy painting brush. It's just a paintbrush, and that tip from a paintbrush goes so well in your crease, and you can just blend everything so nicely together. So instead of expensive brushes from this brand or that brand, this is just a paintbrush from a set like any paintbrushes. I have them smaller too, it doesn't matter, it's from a craft store. It's to paint aquarelles or so. But okay, so far so good. Now comes the fun part. I'm gonna take this beautiful black pencil that came out of this box, and I am going to line my upper lash line. And here you choose your thickness of your liner. And I'm not pulling my skin, I'm just holding it. And I try to go in between my lashes too, so that I have a nice line, but it can be as wildly and smudged and whatever you want. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's gonna be blended completely. This tool on the back of this pencil is to smudge. So I'm now gonna smudge out this pencil. As you see, that's already a nice blended smoked look. Now what I'm doing is adding a wing, but not the crisp wing that we are gonna want in the end. This is a part of the wing that we're also gonna smudge. And that is a great thing about the tape. You can do this wildly and you don't have to take notice that you're gonna make mistakes. And always smudge from the tape to the inwards. This is so incredibly, wonderfully, great, perfectly, wow, I love it, I love it. Now, what is not in this box? Well, there is no liquid liner in the box, and I've got a new one. And people, I have had a fight with this thing. It is so gorgeous. It's a feather, and if you pull it out, it's a brush. But there's no product in that thing. You can see the bottom. So I was so angry and disappointed, but stupid me, it's supposed to be a cushion ink liner. Now a cushion, there's nothing in there. So I am now blonde for a reason. The bottom of this thing opens. And there's your cushion. It's like an ink pad for writing pens, and this is a feather shape. It is so gorgeous, and you take the product and it's really spongy, spongy, sponge. And with that I am going to make my wing. So I have never used an ink liner before. I'm very curious. I'm under the impression that it dries very fast. Plus it's matte. But it is very, very black, and I love a real nice, good, dark black. especially for a look like this. I would not recommend it if you're not used to do real liners, because I think it's kinda hard to apply. Okay, I'm also gonna do my borderline a little bit, just the corners, because the rest I want to do with a normal pencil, and I will use the one that came in the box. So my waterline I am gonna fill in with a black pencil. Now this is a really great pencil. It's Max, so I think it's by Max and More. I am not sure, but it is a very good pencil. Now you'll say, why is she messing around with it this long? Well, where I am sitting here and where the box was standing, it's very cold. And this is a creamy pencil, and creamy pencils are cold, how should I say, sensitive. They do tend to get harder to apply when they are cold, so it's normal that I have to rub a little bit more. You can warm it up on your hand or on it, or you can warm it up by a stove or put it in a warmer place. Yeah. And what I do lately is put a drop on a surface of any lash glue you want, and with a toothpick I apply the amount that I want to the lash line, because the glue that I am using now doesn't come with a brush, and you throw away the toothpick, and then actually now it is time to take off the tape. But you still have to do your under eye area, and you can still choose a focal point color for the center of your eyes. But now this line should be crisp and perfect, and it is. Wow, now that is an eyeliner. That is so great, if I may say so myself. This is gorgeous. Now I'm gonna take a wet tissue, a makeup wipe, and just where I am gonna put concealer, there is a little bit of eyeshadow. So I gently wipe that away without stretching my skin, without pulling. I just gently wipe away whatever is too much. Now, if you choose to conceal before you do your lower eye shadow, I would recommend to hold a piece of paper or a dry tissue onto your makeup when you apply it, but I prefer to do my lower eye makeup now before I do my concealer, and then gently apply my concealer with a brush to the eye line. I also still want to have a little bit more smudgery smudge in my waterline. That's that. Now, as you see, we have got a nice blended eye already, but what I still want to do is take a black eyeshadow, and there was a very beautiful shimmery black in here, as I saw. This, it's more like an anthracite color, a very dark gray, and I'm gonna search for a small flat, now this is an angled one, it doesn't matter, but a very small flat appliement brush, and I'm gonna take this product and I am gonna smudge a little bit, but with tiny little bit, or your face is gonna be full of fallout again. And I am smudging the black outer corner into the outer V. So I'm bringing this in a shadow into the crease, blending it up to the tail of the wing, and blending it really into that outer corner of my eye and pressing it in very well, not just wiping because you're gonna create fallout. Of course you can do, as I said, take a tissue, hold it just on the skin, a dry tissue, and build up this smudged smoke onto the eyelid. And you start in the outer corner, that you build your way to the middle of the eyelid, on the upper eyelash line, and in the crease. And that you blend out with your pointy blending brush again in the crease. And you can keep adding this as much as you want to have this corner darkened and smudged. Bit by bit, adding and also bringing a little bit under my eye. Just a smidge, a centimeter or so. And I'm gonna do the same on this side. This is actually the art and the point of this look. The smudged wing. I am going to this first color, and I cleaned off my brush. And I'm going to the very light color and tap on the inner corner as inner tear duct area highlight. So I start with the whitest color. Then I'm gonna go into this goldish color and do just a tip underneath the inner corner and the lower lash line. With the same brush, I'm diving into the purple that we also used on top. And in the middle of my eyelid, I am gonna blend and smudge that purple color. Just the middle part, I am blending with the purple. And then I clean this brush very well. And I am going to take a nice green, but a matte color. Not the shimmery one that we used in the beginning, but a more matte, nice green. And that I am gonna put on the outer centimeter of the lower lash line to smudge that in. So again, I am connecting the green and the purple to each other. And all I need to do now is blend it a little bit more with my paintbrush, which I feather on my fingers like that. So I'm just gonna blend the upper edge and I think it's symmetrical and nicely divided. And it's a tiny bit shimmery, but not too much. I'm gonna take this shimmery white with this blending brush, which I am using a painting brush for, and I'm bringing that in the curve of my brow, under the arch actually, and only there, not the whole brow. I'm also tabbing it on the inner corner, on the inner tear duct area, to have that little extra oomph there. And now if you like, you can use this very light color, even mixed with a purple, and just apply a little bit in the front of your crease, but above the blended line, so you can smudge the darkness and the brightness together. And that is the eye look for today, and I am blown away by it. I am literally blown away by it myself, because I haven't used these colors before, because as I said, this is the box. I'm using mostly everything from this box that I got. And now I am going to curl my lashes with a curler that was also in the box. So let's see. It is a very nice one for my eyes. It fits my eye incredibly well. It doesn't have a spring that opens it back, but it's like a scissor, so you do it with your fingers and thumb yourself. Now this is, for me, a very good lash curler. Very good, if I may say so. Mascara time. I'm gonna take my telescopic one today, as that's the first I come across, and I'm gonna start with my lower lashes. I'm gonna use it for the top too. As I'm at it, while I'm using it, I am very curious about those falsies, and they are more than ready to be popped on, so let's do so. Without ruining my makeup. But oh my god, these lashes are one of the most beautiful ones I have ever seen. They are long, they are thick, they are flary, they are not too over the top. Oh my god, these are gorgeous. Sophie, where did you buy these? I need these in my life. I really need these lashes in my life. Oh. And now I have them, but just one pair. They're so pretty. Oh, look at that. Those are... Oh, I am in love. I am so in love with these lashes. Look, people, they are so gorgeous. They really complete this look so well. Oh. Oh. I am madly in love with these lashes. Oh my god, I love your box so much, Sophie. This is the best thing I have gotten in a long time. Oh my god. Now I'm gonna take off my lip plumper while I do my concealer and contour and highlight and blush and all that goody stuff, which you've seen me do about 1,000 times. So I will do that off camera this time. The only thing I'm gonna do is show that I'm gonna use the concealer from the box. Love it. Taking a fan brush and taking some highlighter, but instead of taking a real highlighter, maybe I can use an eyeshadow from the box here. Yeah, I think this might be okay as a highlight. This lightest color here, let's see. Perfect highlighter. Look at that. Eyeshadow from the box. I feel like a superstar. Oh my god. Now by e.l.f. Plumping Lip Gaze, I am going to use this soft color. It's gorgeous. I adore the color. This is so pretty with the rest of the makeup, and it matches so well. It's very moisturizing, and it is a good color because you don't want to take away all the attention of the eyes. So you do want to grab all the attention to the eyes and let your lips be nude, matte, soft, or like this. It's a shimmery lip, but it's still a soft color, and my lips look amazing with it. I really love this. Now let's see what it says if I put down my hair and fluff it up a little bit. And I have made my own setting spray again. It's been a long time since I've made some, but I have made some yesterday, and I am very curious to see if it's gonna make me a very picturable. So don't mind the bottle, because it's an old NYX bottle, but it's a spray that I make myself, and I am really curious to see if it's gonna melt my makeup perfectly or not. And it is working amazingly like I want it to. It is soaking into the powders. It is really doing exactly what I want. And I hope it's also gonna give me that perfect glow on the pictures. But as you see, my makeup is melting together like one surface. And that is the magic of my own recipe, my own secret setting spray for older skin. No, mature skin. I'm not old, I'm mature. Sounds so much better, doesn't it? I am a mature woman, not an older woman. Although I am in years, but also in experience and products, knowledge and stuff, you know? Yeah. There you go. I'm a blondie. Yay! A sexy blonde, a sexy blonde. And today is sexy blonde. I hope. So this is the final result of this smoked winged eyeliner, and as I said in the beginning and during the video, and I'm gonna say it again now, I love it. And as I already told you, this box, without my own brushes and tweezers, thank you so much, because as you saw, I almost only used stuff from this goodie box that I got from Sofie Goivaerts. I am very happy with all that's in there, because as you see, this look is based on what you have put in this box for me, and I am so happy with the stuff. I am so happy with the lashes. I love the colors, the greens. As you see, it goes so perfectly well with my green body suit that I'm wearing, and the lash curler is really magnificent. I really want to thank you so much for being a little bit of a participant in this video. So there's only one thing left to say for me, and that is, if you are not subscribed to my channel yet, please do so. Leave some nice comments down below, give me some thumbs up, and as always, there's just one thing I have to do, and that is spread my love for makeup all over to you. And I really hope to see you again soon in one of my coming videos. So for now, bye bye! Sure hope you got that!